let's get started since we have a very international audience.
Yes.
I think we get started with what is AWS, what is FFG? So maybe ladies first.
Oh, thank you so much. A warm welcome also from my side. It's really great to be here, and I really like the atmosphere. So I had a short walk around, and it was really exciting. Well, we are the promotional federating bank of the state. We are owned by two ministries. One is the Digitization Ministry, and the other one is the Ministry of Innovation and Transport. And our aim is that we finance with different facilities innovative companies from their very early first idea till their growth steps and till internalization. So we are looking forward for their innovative issues, for their innovative projects, and we also help them with grants, but also with loans and debts and guarantees. So per year, we finance about 1.2 billion euros, all in all, and about 300 million go directly to startups. So this is about our range. And the important thing is that we do not only finance innovative companies, we also give them specific consultations. So either in their IPR issues we help them through, also to find risk capital. We also have their special instruments in the AWS, for example, the business angel platform. We also can try to help them, and we also try to connect them with other companies, for example, to find the right cooperation partners. But we also try, in times of the collateral squeeze, that they can get with guarantees their financing they need for their project. So all in all, we really try to go with them and really to help them to find the right market for their projects for a sustainable business plan. Yeah, so that's
like
our
very holistic approach.
Yes, that's very holistic, and it's really important that when you have an innovative idea and an innovative business plan, to get the application at the AWS before you implement your business plan. That's really important, because we have got a lot of funding instruments in a very early stage, such like pre-seed, where you can only apply if you have not implement your business plan right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go into the exact fundings in a second.
Yes.
Let's just hear, what does FFG do?
Yeah, the Research Promotion Agency, also first of all, thank you for having me also here, and it's great to be at that great event and with the great speakers, and Steve Wozniak already did a great speech today in the morning, so it's really great to be here. And what is FFG providing in addition to that and to the structure? So we have the same ownership as the AWS has, and we are, as the name says, we are pretty much in the research and development early on phase on the one hand side, so we are a pretty well-defined partners for research institutes and universities to support their transition from fundamental research to applied research on the one hand side. But then we have a pretty strong interlinkage to companies and startups and deep tech innovation topics as well. So we provide funding for these early innovation or product development phases. So when you want to develop a new idea, a new product, which is new for you, for the market, for the branch, for the industry, or which has still development risk. So we try to support companies by coming up with new products and new developments in that case, to be then able to address in the next step then feasible investors and capital to bring that innovation then further to the market. So for us it's a little bit the same, that the earlier the better. So we can really start from the idea phase or even earlier. So even at the problem stage, so where say, okay, we figured out a substantial problem where there should be a solution implemented, but no solution is still there. So we are starting already at that point as well, and then give support up to, as the AWS as well, with loan and grants to bring these innovations further down the road to a market-ready product in that case, or market-ready service then in that case.
I mean, perhaps what's important to say, the difference between the two agencies is that we are interested in your company and financing your company and all your activities which help you to get into a growth stage. So the FFG is the expert for all your research projects and for all your research activities. And in this moment, when these research activities enter into the market and you're thinking about how to implement your project into a company, into a startup, then you join the AWS. And we are really very close connected. Yeah. So it also can happen that we say, well, go first to the FFG, have a look there if this is suitable, and after finishing your project there or after your application, come to us. So we are really working together and we know very well about our instruments. I have also worked for the FFG years before, so it's all kind of family, you know.
Especially in that, and I only want to strengthen that position. So we are more in that research and development phase, and getting it down to the ground. And then for the market entry, the AWS is the perfect partner to bring that further down the road. And first of all, to start with that, I think it's a good starting point as well, to follow then on there.
Perfect. So it sounds like a perfect path, starting here and then moving on to you
guys.
Yes,
exactly.
Now, do you have any specific industries, anything you're specifically looking at the moment where you're like, yes, if you have that project, if you have that kind of startup, you're for sure very interesting for us at the moment?
So maybe I think we as FFG, we're open for all industries, for all topics, for all branches. So we have really the freedom that it's important that the project as itself has to fulfill our criteria and has to fulfill the matching of the services we can then provide. But we can support from ICT, life science, hardware, software, down the road. So we are open topic. The only thing that we see that we can always see trends in one way or the other, where we see, okay, they're coming more ICT oriented or blockchain oriented or augmented reality or virtual reality topics. They're gaining much more potential, much more numbers in our application forms. Other topics are a little bit decreasing. So we also see a little bit of a trend structure there, that a lot of ICT focus or ICT hardware combined topics are gaining much more value and much more structure within your applications structure as well. So this is one focus in that case as well.
A bit deeper into the trends that you're seeing. Any examples?
So we see a lot of augmented and virtual reality applications according industry applications, where you see facilitation of service applications is one side. Also the topics according Industry 4.0 to digitalize on the one side the machinery on the one hand side, and also then doing all the big data analytics to get a better understanding how your construction plan is working in one way or the other, be comparable and be matchable to other industries, other companies on a level, to see is there still space for efficiency or not on the one hand, and then also to optimize support cycles, to not being based on standardized support cycles as well. But especially in the augmented and virtual reality structure, we see a lot of different approaches on one side, and we also see a lot of different business models based on the ideas of blockchain as well, to bring these technologies in trend to market. And one third issue or fourth issue as well, also the production topic according 3D printing, the modeling of that, and also different materials to be 3D printing able, not only plastics, but moving over to other technologies and other materials to be printed then in that case.
Perhaps, of course, same like Stefan already said, but I mean, some issue I wanted to figure out. I mean, we have got one fact. We have got about 25,000 companies in our portfolio which are registered at AWS, in the AWS. So we really see very early new trends arising, also in technology, but also in business models. And of course, the societal challenges like aging society, like urbanization, like intelligent transport, of course, they have got a really high impact on the innovation activities of the companies. You see that also to get into new markets and to have their, also because if a lot of people are involved in such problems, there must be a really important market behind it. So, of course, the companies want to fulfill these expectations. And what we also see that it's not only the technology. We were the first one who really recognized social business, for example. Really, we had the first call there, and there were a lot of applications because it's a really huge challenge for the whole society. But you also see that it's not only the technology, which is in the foreground of the business model, it's also the innovative service behind it, and it's also the innovative business model for its own. So sometimes they connect common technologies to get a new business model out of it. And we also try to finance that, of course. But in our high technology field, we are specialized with people out of the industry. They have got an industry background, most of them, in life sciences, in ICT, and in physics. So that's our claims we have, and where we also can offer a highly specific IPR consultation. So that's what we try in this very early stage. And I think about 60% of all our companies we have registered, they have got some issues in the digitization. So it's all about changing the business model, get into the new area, get the new market. So that's the trends we see now. All with the techniques, of course, behind, like blockchaining, augmented reality, whatever, yeah.
Is the call you just put out, is it only for Austrian startups and ideas, or international? Or?
Yes, I mean, most of it is. The most important thing is that with the public funding of the system, that you gain, of course, in Austria, all the wealth around it, so yeah.
I would actually add a question I just saw on there, asking you guys if they should get in touch with you before they fund the company or afterwards. So where is the exact point to reach out?
As I mentioned before, it's really important that before you implement your business and before you found your company, bring us your application. That's really important, yeah, because it's the EU funding right there. And before you found the company, you should really bring us the application. We also try then, if you send us a pitch deck or a summary of your business plan, we really try to give you a tailor-made financing plan, yeah.
It's the same for us as well, so you can apply, and it's a little bit also in a parallel structure in that case. Third reason that we have the project-based structure, it's the case of the project, so you also already can start in consultancy with us and interlinkage with us during the phase of pre-foundation as well. But then down the road there has to be a legal entity as well, then to be then set down as a partner or as a matching partner, or at least consultancy and interaction partner for us to support you then in that case.
So we have a lot of founders, startups, innovative companies here sitting in the room. What would be your 3 top advices or 3 steps they should take in order to receive funding, in order to be successful?
I think the first thing is get on our homepage and try out the famous Förderpilot, it is called, yeah. And if you send us there the application, not making any rocket science, just a pitch deck, just a short summary or whatever, yeah, we will contact you and we will try to get together with you your really tailor-made financing program for it, yeah. So I think that's the most important thing.
I think that's and especially the Förderpilot has a special additional feature throughout. It's a combined initiative of both agencies, so
yes,
you not only get feedback from one of us, you get then a combined feedback of both of these agencies, and we are trying to get already additional regional funding authorities also on board there, so to give you then, in that case, really fully picture what funding and support mechanisms you can get as well. In one case, and the other topic I would mention is the earlier the better. So sometimes, in the stage of an idea phase, you already can approach us. So we can already help you, as I said already at the beginning, when you figured out a problem you want to solve. In that case, we already can provide support, or at least at the stage where you say, okay, I have a vision which I want to accomplish or which I want to achieve, and already in that phase, we can provide you support to support you and to go together with you the journey of implementation and development of the product and that idea or that venture.
I've talked to quite some founders in the idea stage, right? And they're a bit scared of sharing the idea. I'm thinking that someone would steal it. We had that question up there as well. What would be your advice?
I think it's our goal, and our main purpose is to bring your ideas to life and to support you by implementing and bringing further your ideas. So our goal is not to steal something or to copy something. Our main goal and our main focus is to bring your ideas further. And so it's always a topic that you should share your ideas to get additional insights and additional information. So I think it's if you keep your ideas secret and only do it at your own, I don't think that it will work out. So early on you have to share your idea and you have to talk your idea. And in that case, it's also important to come as early as possible to us. And according to the IP structure, it's not a publication issue if you talk to us as an agencies, according to the harm of an IP structure, IP possibility in that case.
Well, in our case, perhaps it's of course more or less the same like Stefan told you just, but there's 3 criteria we are really looking we really look on it. First one is the team aspect, and the team aspect is really a get-together of a technician and also of being committed with your idea. Be in love with your idea, fell in love with it. That's the most important thing. The other thing is the technology, of course. What is it about? Is it really something new? Yeah? Is it not just a Me Too idea? And the third point is the market. Is there really a market for it? And is it possible for your idea to grow and to take growth steps? That's really important. But be committed and be in love with your project. I think that's really important, and get the right people together where you can discuss it in a very critical way. But for yourself, be committed with it.
Perfect. I think these are amazing last words. So be committed to your idea, fall in love with it, if that could be the end of it. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. I think one of the most important things we heard right now is that you have to approach you guys very early. The earlier the better. That's very important. Try out the Förderpilot on the website to get your first insights. And I think you will be around a little bit longer so people can really approach you with their questions and ideas.
You can approach us at our booth. So we have a booth together, so the experts are there. So if you want to get more detailed information, approach us, talk to us. We are glad to help you out or to give you more detailed information in that case as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, great to be here.
Danke.